Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. So a question that I get asked a lot by you fine people and just people that I meet on the street, not on the street, that would be weird, just colleagues and friends and things like that, is when was the last time that you went back home to England? And they're always astonished when I tell them, well, actually it's been 10 years at this point. And then they ask, not even to visit or on holiday or anything like that? No, the truth of the matter is I've not actually left the United States in 10 years to go home. And often people ask, why is that, or how have you coped along the way? It's a weird thing, right? Because I think if this had have happened to me 30 years ago, it might have been a bit harder emotionally to have detached myself from friends and family and just the things that I knew back home in England. But there are a couple of reasons as to why I haven't been back, a few reasons. In the early days, I think I would say in the first 5 years of living here, first 5 or 6 years, it was all about affordability, right? We were in a recession. I kind of brought that upon myself moving here during the recession. And because of that, I suppose airline tickets were higher and my wages were lower. So the differential between the two was such that it was kind of hard to prioritize a plane trip back to England in those days. And then, over time, the recession got better, as did my prospects. I started earning more and moving upward in my professional circle. And you saw these ticket prices coming down now and again throughout the year. So that was great. I could focus on those. And indeed, in about 2014, there was an effort made by Tara and I to go on a vacation, holiday, whichever you want to use, to the United Kingdom at the end of that very year. And then Tara very inconsiderately went into cardiac arrest that year, didn't she? So blame her as to why we didn't go home. I'm kidding. I know you couldn't help it. And so we didn't go that year, and it was kind of, it wasn't just, because of the health side of things, although that did play into it, but it was the cost. Initially, we were hit with a very sizable bill. It just happened to coincide with a time when we didn't have insurance. And then, as time goes on, you sort of get busy. I mean, this YouTube channel launched, in 2015, and I just got busy doing it, and you sort of get sidetracked again, and the priorities change a little bit, okay? And it is funny, though, because I think since doing this YouTube channel, where I, obviously interact with you people in the comments, as well as, on my social media channels, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, go to all of those now and follow us. It made me feel less homesick if I had any homesickness to begin with. I was interacting with people about Britain and about sort of the British traditions. Of course, in talking about those, I did think to myself, well, I really miss these things. I miss British Christmas traditions. I miss British food. I miss British slang. I miss British people, all of that good stuff. But at the same time, I had a support group, as it were, in you fine people. So that helped me to miss it less. And when I said that if I'd have done this 20 years ago, it would have been harder, I think it's for reasons such as that. We didn't have the internet as we know it now. There wasn't this sort of interconnected social aspect of the internet to where we can fall on each other and we can interact with each other and I can put these messages out to you. We didn't have that. And equally, we didn't have Skype. So I wouldn't have been able to interact with my parents face to face on a weekly basis. It would have been by telegram. No, it wasn't the war. But it would have been, by telephone, by letter and all of that. And there's just something about face-to-face interaction. Of course, nothing beats actual face-to-face in the same room kind of interaction, minus the hugs. No hugging. We're British, all right? And so, of course, I want that. But I think Skype has alleviated any kind of emotional burden I would have felt, without it. So that's good. All that to say, I think that there is very much an effort on Tara and mine's part. That was a horribly constructed sentence, and if you can hear my cat meowing, I do apologize. He wants to get in the door that's currently closed. There's an effort on our part to hopefully go visit next year. So if that happens, of course, we will record the entire thing, not the entire thing, and publish to this YouTube channel to just give you an insight what it's like as an immigrant, an expat living here, to go back to Britain and to see how much it's changed. And of course, it has changed a lot since I've been away. Of course, we're in the midst of leaving the European Union. Scotland wanted to leave the United Kingdom, and all manner of different things have happened politically, but also culturally that, I do wonder every day, if I went back now, how different will it be? How different will I have been? And so that is something interesting, and those are some of the reasons that I've not been back in 10 years. Thank you for watching this episode of Lost in the Pond. Don't forget to hit my stupid little face to subscribe, and please share this video with the world. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and if you would like to support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/lostinthepond.